Yup, mic check 1 2. What is this? D-Root back to business. Let's go. Welcome back, everybody.
My bad.
Yup, check it out, everybody. Welcome back. This is me, D-Root. You are here with ARTC, and this is Elephant in the Root podcast. Everybody, welcome back. Welcome back. How's everybody feeling today, man? What's going on, y'all?
Feeling good, man.
Everybody
Feeling
great.
Chilling.
Yeah.
Warm out today.
Yeah, everybody looking hot, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Mouth over here looking real paper boys today, man. I'm
Is
telling
that
you, boy.
right?
Got the pick out, looking real fresh, man. Trying to get this money.
Something sauce.
See what I'm saying? Looking like he ready to get paid, man. I'm telling you.
Look.
Kels, I see you over there, man. You know what I'm saying? What you rocking over there, Dan? Talk about that release,
what's
man.
that?
What's that over there?
What's that?
You got your shirt.
Yeah.
Little new AR merch.
Hold on, come to the camera a little bit so they can see you. You feel me?
Yeah.
Get a gander. Take a peek.
Get a gander of that.
Put your chair in a little bit.
Hold on a little bit of this.
Bring your chair in. Bring your chair in.
Is that baby blue?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, baby,
What?
little boy.
Yes, sir.
Is that right?
Bright as the sky.
You said they out now?
They out now.
They out now? Link
Right
up
now.
live?
They out. They live.
Is that right?
Go hit the link. You know what I'm saying? You know, in our description, go hit the link and order your t-shirt right now, and that's it.
I don't want to hear nothing else.
ARTC, y'all, always and forever. Represent. Yup, man. Start off the show, man. First of all, let's give a toast, man. Rest in peace to our dog.
You
know, DMX, man. Rest in peace, man.
You know
a
what I'm
legend, an icon. You know.
I ain't have a shot, y'all. My bad.
You
It's all
saw
good,
that,
Your
though.
hand was up, man. It's
all
cool.
good.
Your hand was up.
Your
That's all that
hand was
matters,
up.
man.
Yeah.
Sad day in hip hop.
That's
Sad day in
crazy.
music. Sad day in just history,
That's
man.
crazy.
I talked. We were in the text talking about it earlier in the week, man. It's like that man was really the Tupac. I think the Tupac of our generation. The messages he gave throughout the years, the people he inspired. He was, he was hope for the hopeless, really. If you think about it, man. What y'all think about that, man? How'd y'all feel about that when you found out the news, actually?
Man, that was crazy to me, bro. I ain't gonna lie, that shit hit home.
Childhood, man. That's what I first thought of.
Yeah, man. The pinnacle, one of the OGs, like one of the, the basis of hip hop as we was growing up. You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
Riding around with my uncle listening to that shit. That's
Yeah,
right.
parents stay banging that.
Yeah.
Rough Riders. Feel me?
No, for real.
Whenever I need to get whenever I need to be in a mood and get some energy, I'll always go to his music for inspiration. Certain messages, like it's very inspirational, man. It's just sad, the struggles, because he was well documented about his struggles with addiction, family issues, and things like that. But more so the addiction that played a huge role into this tragic loss we have. I know that me and Malk, we've been in the field for a while, in the mental health field, and dealing with addiction a lot. I've had some personal losses from addiction. My biological family, my mother, she was on drugs when she had me and whatnot, and just wasn't a fit parent enough to raise me, and which ended up, me being adopted and whatnot. So, and I've had throughout the years, I've had people explain, different meanings of addiction. I've always as a kid, I was just naive, not knowing anything about the struggles, of addiction. I used to be, just dumb and ignorant and think you just make choices, and that's all it is. I never really looked at it
I agree.
an actual disease.
I agree. I used to think the same thing.
Yeah.
Working with kids that struggle with that every day, and they come into our facility and start to go through withdrawals, and you see how heavily people become reliant on just a drug. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Kids was selling their bodies, doing a bunch of crazy stuff, and it really was just a survival mechanism, because they felt like whatever drug they was on was keeping them pushing forward, and that's all they had. You know what I'm saying? It's really just a defense mechanism at the end of the day, and it really, when you go and you see people struggle through that, you realize that it's not just a choice. It starts as a choice, for sure. It definitely starts as a choice, but after a while, it becomes something completely different. It becomes a monster.
It definitely is a monster.
And being laced with stuff.
Yeah, man, drugs nowadays, you don't know what you're getting. Anything manufactured, fentanyl is a big thing that's
fentanyl,
killing
they found
a
that
lot
fucking
of people
every
right
day.
now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people we went to high school with died off of that. You know,
Yeah, bruh.
messing with stuff that's laced and you don't even know. You think you're getting something that's pure and you really not.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, that's what happened to DMX when he was like 14. His manager or something like that slipped him some crack when he was 14.
They laced it in the weed.
In the weed.
Yeah, I heard that story
That's
too
crazy,
before.
man. Like, and that's probably where it started for real. You know?
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, his whole life he was struggling with drugs. You know, his family. It's a. I want to think it was more of a cultural thing, also, just like the era he came up to. You know,
Right.
like nobody was
Right.
really, pushing, the good word about how bad drugs are. I mean, we all kind of came from that dare culture. We all came about
we
like the
definitely
Dare
grew
program.
off the Dare
Yeah.
program.
We can
for
actually
sure.
talk
I still
about
got the
that.
t-shirt.
Like, we kind of finish on addiction real quick. Like, alluding to DMX, like talk about the Dare program. You guys think like that helped or like hurt like a lot of kids?
I feel like for me personally, like it shed light on a lot of things for kids our age when we were growing up, and it gave us a lot of information on a lot of different things. That still didn't deter people from doing whatever they wanted to
Right.
do.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot more people were a little controlled, because they went through that Dare program and knew what it was about. But some people still fell into the addiction thing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
you can't say it was perfect,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, no, that's what I got it too. Like I feel like things like that. Other outlets that try to talk about drugs and how bad they can be. We need those outlets and things like that. I feel like, and I'm not opposed to as you get older, people experiment, do whatever, things in moderation. You just gotta just be mindful of certain things, and just like know your limits. And it's tough too. And addiction is a disease. You see it constantly. All the
absolutely.
time, you
Yeah,
see
man,
stories
man.
all
See,
the
that's
time. Like,
everywhere.
it's sad, man. It's
All
like,
through the hip hop industry.
all through the hip hop industry, man. And it's like, it's sad. We just got to be mindful of that and just like spread the word. And like also I saw a lot of crazy things online, like the night before, like in the morning, it was, just announced like he was dead or whatever. Like, but the night before, a lot of people were posting that he was dead already. I see a lot of people tweeting R.I.P. His current manager, I believe his name's Steve Rifkin, he put a post online. I
Right,
saw
I saw
that.
that.
He was saying people basically to, please stop saying rest in peace, saying he's dead. He's not dead yet. Before he actually died. And it's just sad because we live in a society where nowadays with social media especially, it's like you got a lot of clout chasing, man. People want to be the first to say
The
something.
first to
right?
be
say something.
on the
To break
scene,
the
the first
news.
to
Yeah.
be
The fact that
everywhere.
you're willing to go that far though, as
Yeah.
so far as a family member's death,
Mm-hmm.
like you don't have a right to do that.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, you see, they did the same with Kobe. They released his death before the family knew. Like his family couldn't even find out first.
That was horrible, man.
That's so sad. All right, bro. I will never
that's
forget it. I was at your
crazy.
house when we found that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Wow,
wild.
that it was real. Like
I definitely was messed up the rest of that day. We went over to his house,
was at
was
your
chilling.
house.
Yeah, I was about to say, I was trying to
came
figure out
over.
what-
We came over.
yeah.
We was on the news for a
Ooh, that
while.
must
like,
talk about that.
Because Evie came downstairs and said it. So.
I thought she was
Yeah.
lying. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we both thought we both pulled out our phone.
Devastated.
right, no, for real.
Man, but it's sad, man. But addiction is a real thing, man. So if you know anyone struggling, man, just please, help them if you can. Be a good friend. Don't be an
Look
enabler.
out, man.
Look
Right.
out always,
Man,
man.
I'm trying
'cause
to do some
there
help.
are some good people that are addicts. They just need the help. And sometimes people don't always get the help. They don't have
they
the
don't.
friends that
Friends
are
or
willing to
family.
help, or the family that
Or
out
the
to help.
family.
Yeah,
man.
so
You will find out it's really sad how family, treat people who are addicted on that.
yeah, it's messed up, man. So yeah, definitely. But once again, rest in peace to the dog, DMX, y'all. I miss you, man, for real. Already, rest in peace. Once again, rest in peace to Kobe Bean, Brian too. Mention him. Rest in peace to the
Big
Bean.
dog, you feel me?
Talking about sports, man. Let's go into Deshaun Watson. We see his whole situation is still
Oh,
a thing with all
that's
these allegations
still
going
going.
about. Yeah, still it's crazy, man. He's losing a lot of money lately. All these
I heard
endorsements of
about
his. Yeah, Nike kind of suspending ties with him for a little bit.
Yeah, they snatching everything.
Yeah,
Beats dropped him.
Yep, Beats dropped him. I think I also looked up Reliant, dropped him as well.
What?
It's wild, man. What do you think as an organization, as Houston as an organization, what do you think they should do? Because obviously Deshaun was trying to get out. The whole player was
he was
trying to
trying
get
to
out.
leave anyway.
And Houston was trying to keep him because obviously it's Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
He's a baller. But what would you do as an organization now, knowing all this is going on with him now? He's losing money now. Clearly he needs to fall back. You know, he's obviously not going to be able to play. He's going to get suspended most likely. So, as an organization, what do you think if you were the Houston Rockets? Not Rockets, the Texans. What would you do?
I mean, you kind of got to trade him. It's like whether he's innocent or guilty. Like those fans are not gonna let him play in that arena no more. Like you can't bring him out.
Right.
They'll be screaming at him all types of stuff.
Yeah, like especially if that's the place, that's the area it happened in. Like I don't
right.
Like they got no choice but to trade him.
Yeah. On top of that, it's a bad look for the league in general.
Yeah,
if there's no consequence for it.
Oh,
not just for Houston, the league in general.
Oh no, the league they doing their own investigation, and whether they find anything or not, he still gonna get suspended. I mean, they got a pattern of doing it. Even with the Zeke situation, if it turned out he didn't do nothing to her, but he still got suspended because it's like we got to suspend you off the strength.
Just off the strength that it's even
that you put yourself in that position.
Right.
Yeah,
These athletes got to be careful, man. Like just men in general, you got to watch the way you move. You know, you're all, especially being in that light, be looking as a role model and stuff like that.
Right, kids looking up to you.
You gotta watch the things that you're doing.
Stop being weird, man.
Yeah, man. That weirdo shit, bro. Like,
y'all got all this money, man. Y'all got all this stuff.
You ain't gotta do all that.
You don't need to be thirsty.
You don't gotta do all that, man.
You know, I'm not saying that was the case for Deshaun, but in any situation, if you got all that light around you, like there's a way you should move. Like Malk just alluded to it. You need to just move differently.
You gotta move differently, man. You have to move differently. It's not worth your career at the end of the day.
It's not, man.
It is a damn show on the line.
It's definitely on the line. He's toxic, man. You think you about to bring, honestly, as good as he is, are you gonna bring him to your team?
With all that?
With all that, right now,
Somebody will.
Somebody's going to, but I don't know who will. But
after all this,
touchdown time.
Honestly, if he's found innocent, somebody does.
Oh yeah, definitely. After he's found innocent, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
Back up, nah.
For sure.
Do that, man.
Right now, he's super
trying to
toxic.
catch Tom. You saw him in the draft.
No,
Trying to chase Tom.
Yeah.
Now he's chasing 7.
His
We chasing
contract
6. Now he's chasing 7.
Facts.
Facts though. But yeah, nah. We'll see, man. You know, we'll see what goes on with the whole Deshaun era in Houston. We'll see what's going on with that. Deshaun Watson era in Houston. We'll see what more with that. Paul Pierce. Oh, 2 words, man. Paul Pierce.
He lived up to his name.
The truth.
Man.
The truth. What? Y'all see that live? What y'all think?
He did a Rappers Live as an ESPN analyst, and like as I'm saying that, it's like that don't go together, and you right, it don't. That's why he got fired. Like you can't be out here living like a rapper.
Do that.
Analyst.
You can't do that.
I wouldn't say not living like one, but you can't go loud. Like if that was Boosie, nobody would have cared.
Nobody would have said a word.
Nobody would have cared.
Personally, I thought it was random as hell. That
where did that come from?
Like, where the hell?
Listen.
He got
that was
a couple movies.
He was there all day.
You tired of people saying Bron better than him?
He was there.
He tired of people saying LeBron better than him. He killed his career. He shut down the Big 3 in Boston. He tired of that.
That might have been his ESPN moment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Hearing their pill kicking, I'm about to go, come on, no, Paul, you can't do that. Fuck ESPN.
No, for real. He did not care after that.
Honestly, though, I do think he got something up his sleeve.
He definitely does. You don't mess that up.
Yeah, you don't mess that up, especially with ESPN of all people. You don't mess that out. You don't mess that up without a backup plan.
He got a better offer somewhere.
I keep seeing things online saying he got an offer to like host like sporting I don't know, it's like sport casting things, but like with strippers, like a strip club or something like that. I keep seeing offers online. Like people like putting that on there.
Like
I forgot what it was. Webcam
shit.
thing. Yeah, it's something
Cam
like that.
Soda?
Yeah.
Wow.
Cam Soda.
Hey, that's what it was.
Is it Cam Soda?
Yeah, that's what it was. I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Oh man.
Cam Soda.
Hey, you know
what? Listen.
But
he probably getting paid more though.
Cam Soda was trying to sneak into the All-Star weekend. They tried to get James Harden. Because they were during All-Star weekend, they wasn't letting NBA players in strip clubs. So I think they sent like a letter to what's the commissioner name?
Adam Silver.
was like, yo, like, you know, if this is the case, like, we'll pull up on James Harden because we know this nigga a fan of strip clubs.
Yeah.
Said we'll pull up on him, so he ain't got to go to a strip club.
Hey, he
That's
might.
wild.
They out of
No.
pocket.
I think they said they would pull up on players who wanted strippers.
They out of pocket.
They out of pocket.
Hey, listen,
They
he
out of
might
pocket.
end up making more with Cam Soda than he did at ESPN, though.
I feel like he is. Honestly, you don't mess that whole situation up with ESPN of all.
He tired.
I think the contract was like $500K.
He tired.
500K.
He's sick of,
That's probably more than what he was
he's,
getting.
He's sick of Disney, man. You must be sick of Disney, man.
Yeah, he probably
That Disney money,
probably
man. It's
tired of
cool
it.
and all, but like, you got all these restrictions on me, man. Like, listen, I'm trying to
Yeah,
chill. I'm
he
trying to
was
be like,
trying to kick it.
Yeah, he
Fox
did that
is
on
more
purpose.
relaxed. Fox is more relaxed.
He wouldn't have got away with
They
that
got
with
Shannon
Fox.
Sharp
Yeah, he
acting
still
crazy on
ain't
Fox,
getting
low
away
key.
You ain't getting away with
So
that.
Yeah,
I
he
can see
got-
him getting more on Fox, low key. He probably got to deal with Fox or something down the low.
Like-
He could get away with more, but I don't think he would get away with that.
You
But
can't.
that stuff, no. But like, I feel like, listen, if Fox don't pick him up, listen.
I don't know. You can't tell a stripper she should be there making money, and then go on at 9 in the morning talking about LeBron.
I don't like the way Doug did his rebounds. I don't like the way he was rebounding.
Hey,
He
such and
passed.
such, you should be here getting some money, little chick in the background.
Looking crazy.
You should be here getting some money, all in the loud.
And then go to the job in the morning looking like this.
He was smoking that picture. He was smoking. He was probably like,
Right, he had that
you know, I had
Nuggets
better
pack.
career in D-Wade, right? It's probably what his face was.
Man, for real.
Talk to the stripper. You know, I better career in D-Wade, right?
My thing is like, do whatever you do behind, you know what I'm saying, closed doors with no cameras.
He ain't the only one doing
He
that
ain't
shit.
the only one. That's the thing. Like,
He was just-
you
he was
can't
just
not
the
because he's not the only
stupid
one.
enough to
To
go
go
on
on
live.
live.
Yes, he's the only one dumb enough to do that.
Yeah,
Like
he's
that.
dumb
That's
enough
what
to
I was
live
getting at. Like that doesn't make any sense. But do what you doing. Why you gotta put it on live? Like it don't matter. But I'm
Y'all
saying
think
I don't
KG
think
was
nobody
there?
else. I think
You think KG was there?
He probably was.
Listen, man.
somebody came later, bro.
I don't know if them niggas get along like
I
that.
feel like KG wouldn't have him out like that. He would tell him, look, yo,
Man,
get this
I
phone
want-
out.
I
He's
wanna
stupid
know-
as
y'all
shit.
know-
Tell him to chill
I
out.
know some
KG would tell
NBA
him to
players
chill.
in there with him. I wonder who was in there with him.
Somebody
Yo, KG wasn't in there. KG
Somebody
would've told
was
him
in
to
there.
chill.
He was not by himself.
Nah, man, I want to believe KG would have told him to chill, man, if he
probably
was
had,
there.
like, Tony Allen in
Because if
there with
KG
him or
not
some
doing that, Paul Pierce shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
KG a wild boy. KG wild. Bro.
Yeah,
KG not
KG
getting caught up like that, assed out. No way for Paul Pierce to be doing
Because
that.
he probably got them signing contracts before they walk in.
Yeah.
No cameras, no nothing. NDRs everywhere. Like,
Man,
That was hilarious.
I don't know, man. But listen, shout out to Paul Pierce, man. Hopefully, you know,
The
he's
truth.
cool, man. I know
Funny
he's
ass
good
nigga.
for it. He
That's
got
a
enough
funny
money.
ass shit.
Hall of Famer, first ballot. One of my favorite players ever to watch.
yo,
so
he's hilarious.
He's
bro.
hilarious, man. For real,
Hey,
I
that
love
was
him
funny.
on. I loved him on
I ain't gonna lie,
ESPN.
What was that movie he was on?
I found the nigga annoying at first, but after that
Hey,
Actually, you know what?
you a funny nigga now. I got.
Listen,
I got
man, it's cool, man. Do you, bro? I don't look at you differently.
He still ain't had- he still ain't had-
You
he
might
still
have
ain't
people
differently.
that you might have people look at you like you supposed to be a role model, this and that, and you should be. You know better, obviously. You probably got something up your sleeve. That's why you kind of alluded to it on Twitter, low key, or whatever platform it
I
was.
ain't
that you
asked to
said
be nobody
that.
role model.
Stay tuned, but
Right.
listen. At the end of the day, listen. Shout out to Paul Pierce, man.
He still
He's still a
ain't.
legend.
He still ain't have a better career than D Wade.
He didn't, but he a legend though. He a legend for
Yeah,
real.
he a big legend.
Who peeking up over there? Yo, shout out to my brother, man. Corn, Josh Herman, man. Shout out, my brother. I know you there, man. You know what I'm saying? My dog, man. I hear him creeping in. Yeah, nah, I'm saying, listen, my man, Josh, man. To the brother right here. Yo, man, he speaks taking on basketball though. MVP. Who you think got an MVP right now?
oof.
Whoever healthy.
Right. I was gonna say, man.
At this
whoever
point-
healthy this week. Who
At
healthy
this
this week,
point-
right?
Niggas is so tired and so injury prone now. I can go out there and get
It's not even
MVP
that,
damn
but you-
near. Right.
Like, look at these.
Yeah.
Some of them just got done hooping like
They not
2
much
months
dribbling.
before the
No,
season
bro.
started.
Yeah, they got a shortest offseason ever in basketball.
Yeah,
For real,
shortest
for real.
all season ever.
What y'all feel about KD coming back, man? Because I was my MVP front runner when he was first coming out. Because he was just killing.
When he coming
He was
back?
killing. He's
He
back
back.
now.
He back.
came
Oh, he back
the
now?
other day. Yeah.
Scary.
Oh,
He came 505.
He in the
He was
field?
balling. He in the field. He in the back on
It's
his man.
scary,
He looking scary. He missed a beat. He missed a beat, man. When I was watching.
man.
Yeah. He won't get MVP, but like
I don't know if the Lakers got that smoke, man.
Listen, let's come back. Let's come back.
I'm rooting for Brian. I'm rooting for Ant Davis.
We'll come back to that in a second, but let's talk about MVP still.
Yeah.
All right. So MVP candidates. I mean, we have LeBron, but obviously he's hurt now, so he might like when he's been in this couple games. Joel Embiid was my top candidate first, but he's out.
Joel Embiid.
Nikola Jokic out of Denver though. That man is a beast though.
Yeah.
That is a beast. Got to talk about him.
That's a whole different monster right there.
He's like a lot of people's leading candidate, I think, and he's well deserved. He's like a triple double machine. He does so much for that team. He's definitely arguably you could argue top 5 player in the game right now. Just his impact alone, his skill set, the best big man in the game. If you want to argue Joel Embiid, you can, but that man is injury prone a little bit.
That's the only thing, man. Like, no, he's nice, but he is so injured.
Yo, Joel Hakeem 2.0. For real, he Hakeem 2.0 for real.
You think so?
Yeah, man, he got it. He better too, low key, because he could shoot that thing. He could shoot that thing.
Yeah,
Hakeem never shot that thing.
Can he shoot things? Can he?
He ain't got the post work that Hakeem got, but
now he hitting step backs.
Oh,
Hakeem ain't doing no step back.
yeah, bro, nah.
Hakeem was picking pop when he was taking jumpers.
He hit somebody with a James Harden
He was
step
hitting people
back.
with this.
Yeah, he did.
He was hitting people with this.
That's facts, though,
Sky
man.
Hook.
Look,
Sky Hook on the end.
He's one of the players nobody can guard Joel Embiid. Not one center in NBA. Rudy Gobert, no. He balled on him plenty of time.
Right. Nah, what y'all feel about my man Damian Lillard?
I'm always a fan.
I love Dame.
Nah, he's a sleeper on MVP. He's not even a sleeper. He's an MVP candidate.
Dame's fire, but
you can't say that.
He not gonna win MVP. He played
Because they be hating on him.
They not gonna.
You're not gonna show up to the points, you think? Not no more?
He can barely get into an All-Star game. You think they will give him MVP?
He deserves it, though. He deserves one,
Do
though.
you think it's because...
No, I'm not saying he not. I'm just saying, like...
Do you think it's because of the team,
Yeah.
They're a nice team, though. They're a nice team this year. They got a nice squad, though.
I was about to say, they should be stacked
I mean,
this year.
not just like the players.
It's Portland. It's
like the market.
Yeah, no, it's a small market.
Like how many Portland games you see on
we know...
TV for real?
Not many. I got NBA Live, you know what I'm saying? But I don't catch them a lot because of my schedule.
Right.
But I usually watch highlights. But Dame's been my favorite player. You can quote me. He's been my favorite player since like 2015.
Right.
Like he's been a dog for real. Definitely the clutchest player in the league right now still.
Yeah,
He just...
I give it to him.
He's just nice, bro. I remember my man John was getting attacked on Twitter when he said he's a better overall player than Steph. People trying to go at this man.
They was mad at you. They was mad at you.
I had the dude from whoever run the Soul Supremacy Twitter. He was at my neck. Then a whole boatload of people was at my neck. But he better though. Like I'm sorry.
I agree.
Hey, listen. I told people
be ready to throw on Twitter.
We'll have to get into that. We'll have to get in that conversation. Who better between Dame and Steph another time? But talk about more point guards though. What's the question you had? You was talking about John earlier. What was that?
I was watching Undisputed, and they came up with the question of who would you rather have on your team, like Rondo or Chris Paul? And like I know initially you like Chris Paul, he the better player, but when you really break it down to basketball and being a point guard, who would you really rather have? Because Rondo is not as talented, but he balls out in the playoffs and in the clutch. And he gets everybody. He knows how to play with stars. He gets everybody involved.
It's the mental game. It's the mental game. It's a mental game. He's playing chess. He playing chess. When a lot of people play checkers. Like Chris Paul played chess, but he's not as good as a chess player as Rondo, I would say.
Yeah,
that's really what it is.
The fact
LeBron even said that. Like they just work together so well. He even said that. Like,
well, because he's not as much of a chess player as Rondo. He makes up for it with scoring. Right. And Rondo don't score as much as Chris Paul.
Rondo be having like 9 or 10 points.
Not even in the playoffs.
But
when's that scoring help Chris Paul though get further?
My defense is Rondo has played better than Chris Paul in the playoffs. I can make you that argument.
He has.
I give him that for sure.
Yeah, you can say that. You can say that.
Also, the other problem, Chris Paul be always injured when it comes playoffs.
That's the only. I love all the injury prones, man. Like he always be so dope, but they just so injury prone.
And he low key emotional too.
Who?
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
I mean, you saw how I react 2 years ago when they got into it on the court. He was on Houston.
Yeah.
Rondo was throwing on the court on live TV.
Just mad.
Rest in peace. Another one.
Just
Nipsey
upset.
Hussle was ready to throw. He pulled his pants up and everything. Rest in peace. Shout out to Nipsey too, man, for real. He was about to ready to throw too.
Throw down. Dude was like, I'm the better point guard. I can pass better than you. I can pass better than you.
Chris Paul, he came up. He was on Rondo neck like this. Like, man, what's up? What's talking about all this? All you see is some saliva hit his face.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, yeah. We got to throw
Man.
bodily fluids, family.
They really don't like each other for real.
So with all
But-
that being said, who would y'all take?
Still taking CP.
I'm taking CP.
I'm taking Rondo.
Yeah, take CP.
I'm taking Rondo. It's a chess game. It's a cerebral game.
I'm gonna take Rondo.
I'm taking Rondo.
He know how to play with superstars better than CP3.
I like Chris Paul. I like Chris Paul better as a player, but
Think
as far as
about it.
getting
Chris
the
Paul
job done,
ain't really had no
Okay.
superstar.
He
I'll
had
go Rondo.
You gonna say
he had
James Harden?
and he had Blake.
And KD didn't even do shit with James Harden.
I mean, but that's a different James Harden.
He said
That's not 50 point James. That's not 50 points.
That's all the
James
bad
Harden.
six man
crashed
James
in the
Harden.
playoffs,
Okay.
But I'm just saying,
just like he
though,
did when he was with OKC for
I'm
that
just saying, like,
for that run.
you see when Rondo get around superstars, you
saw what
he get a
happened.
ring. Like,
He
I'm
get a
just
ring.
saying.
Chris Paul get around superstars, stuff ain't go his way.
Stuff don't be going
He
as much
had
as
Blake
you want.
Griffin, who only at that time could dunk and rebound.
Like,
Listen, see,
Rondo had KG for a pick and pop. He had Ray Allen for corner threes and basically wherever the fuck else he wanted to shoot a 3-pointer from. And he had, fucking hate to say it, but Paul Pierce. And a great coach. And I guess CP had that nigga too, but still. He ain't had the same setup as Rondo. And then Rondo went and got with Bron.
Oh, yeah.
But he had James Harden.
James Harden.
And he
not
had,
Bron, not Ray Allen, not
had-
Kevin Garnett, not Paul
That's
Pierce.
still top 3. And he still, James Harden's still top 3.
Kels, you taking Ray Allen over James Harden?
As
Any
a
of the
player?
players over James Harden?
As a player, hell no. But he still had KG to fall back on.
You over here nodding like.
Still had still had Paul Pierce.
And the best thing about it, though, he doing all that, and he don't need to score. So that means, like, your main scorers are scoring even more.
Yeah. All I know is, like, listen, these are both great players, both first ballot Hall of Famers. CP should have been a champion already. Hopefully, he's doing a lot of great things with Phoenix right now, though. Definitely elevating them. They're a top 4 team in the West right now. They're thinking like top 2 now, so his impact. So it's definitely a great debate. What was the other question you had? Wasn't it about our brownies?
Oh,
what was
yeah. I was saying,
Oh, yeah. Brownie Bowies.
taking everything that the Browns did in consideration, if they told you you couldn't go to a game without getting the vaccine, would you get the vaccine?
Yes, absolutely.
Absolutely.
100%. Yes, I would. Absolutely. If all I have to do is get a vaccine, I'm going to a Browns game. If that's my only way to go to a game, yeah, I'm about
To
it.
go to a Browns game, though?
I grew up going to them, man. I grew up
I
going
mean,
to them. That was
yeah,
like
but
religion.
like, I gotta get a vaccine,
I can't
though.
get- I can't get
I
a
can't just put
vaccine.
my mask on real quick.
Well, it depends on
know
who
what
you
I'm saying?
ask, though. Like, I mean,
because
personally,
you got to think about it like this: we can't trust you to keep your mask on.
Yeah, because
So
that's true. That is true.
I don't know you.
Put non-vaccinators on the other side of the arena. You ain't get your vaccine, you got to sit on the other side.
I'm just saying though, but hypothetically, if that was the only way you can get into these Browns games, knowing what they did last year,
Shoot
and they
me up,
supposed
Doc.
to be better this year.
Shoot me up, Doc. I'm in that bitch.
Now you say that now, so you see all them tailgating pictures,
I'm sorry.
all us kicking it, pill.
yo, Josh, no, man. We killing on the tailgating side, Josh. No. We killing on the tailgating side. That tailgate is real.
So you talking about the tailgate or is this for the
Period.
game? This
Game, period. But just that whole environment. They showed all that down last year.
I can-
There's no tailgating. The Muni lot was shut down all last year. None of that was going down last year. The whole thing, the tailgating to the games, all of that. Like, you had, boy, you got to get back.
it wasn't
You
none of
obviously,
that shit happening.
Man.
I need all
Gotta get
that.
vaccinated.
Look.
I need all that, man. I need all that. I've
couldn't
already been
do it.
thinking about getting it.
I
I'm
don't
waiting
think I
until
can
things.
do it right now.
I'm waiting until
there
things
right
slow
now.
down for me. I'm doing a lot. There's a lot of stuff going on right now with me personally. That's why I haven't gotten it yet. I plan on getting the vaccine. But yeah, if it came to that though, yeah. Listen, we Listen, we got aspirations now. We can actually say that. We can actually say that now.
Shoot me up, dog, right in the fucking vein.
Listen, hey, you were
mainline the motherfucker.
You really want to see? You telling me I get like 40% off my first ticket or something? I'm in there. What a thing that I'll wrap it up myself. Come on,
man. I'm telling you, man.
I need it.
Man, I don't think I could do it though.
I don't think I could either, man. To be honest with you,
listen, man.
I don't think I could. Not for the brownies.
Listen,
maybe to travel, because I want to travel right now because I ain't been nowhere in a minute.
I watched them go 11.
You still stuck on the old Browns. We used to new way.
Man,
I watched them go to the playoffs from the couch. They beat Pittsburgh, and I had to watch it twice. I had to watch it from the couch.
Right.
Pittsburgh.
Man, listen, you know it's different, man, being on the couch and being down there downtown.
That's true, man. Tailgating is different. It's for sure.
And you know,
tailgating in Cleveland hit different.
Yeah, it's different. And like, you know, we came up on shitty Browns teams.
Right,
so
they
like,
had
we actually
one
grew
winning
up
season
now.
in my entire life.
We grew up having a shitty football team in the city, and we're a football town.
To go lose.
Yeah, we getting turned to get smacked. I remember when we got
Hey, but that's love though. Through the whole ass whooping we was sharing.
Yo, man, argue me. Anybody, any sport fan, argue me. Cleveland, we got the realest football fans out here.
The most loyal.
Most loyal, man. Most loyal.
Argue me if you want.
And we stretch out across the country.
Yeah, man. So
who you know love a trash team though?
Right. So
I be scrambling to find batteries when I was working at the post office to put in the radio to listen to us lose.
Yeah, man.
I was hot when I couldn't listen to us lose.
The love is different. The love is definitely different.
But hey, man, shout out to these Cleveland Browns, man. Let's make another push for this playoffs, man. Another playoff run, man. Get farther than we did last time, man. Shout out to Kodak Black too, man. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying, you people cool, man. I heard some stuff happen over the weekend. You was talking about me earlier.
Man, they try to take my boy Kodak out, man.
What?
Y'all crazy. Y'all 30. Y'all trying to take Kodak out. For real?
Trying to take Yak out.
They try to take, him. They try to take him out.
They really try to have him wake up in the sky, didn't they?
Wake up in the sky. He would have been shook. When I'm doing up here. No, but I guess he was coming from like a show or something like that. And like they peeped. They was being followed by a couple of trucks or whatever the case may be. And we all know how Kodak is. We all know how he don't care. He still wanted him a McDouble, Big Mac, or whatever from McDonald's.
Still had to get him a burger.
Right,
Little McDouble.
Let me get something to eat real quick. But no, like the people following the McDonald's, they peeled out of McDonald's. Came back in McDonald's.
They double back?
Huh?
They double back?
Yeah, they double back real quick. They was like, oh, that's him. All right, let me go get my sticks and come back. And they lit up the McDonald's, man.
Did anybody get hit?
I think the only person who got hit was a security guard.
Wow.
Hey, I'm glad he made it out alive, but if I was just a regular customer, I'd have been hot.
I'm just trying to get a chicken, bro. And it was late. It was late at night.
But you know it was late.
You know how hot I would be if I'm leaving the bar. I'm trying to get to the house, trying to get something to eat real quick.
I just want to make chicken with cheese and a couple chicken nuggets.
Just a little couple nuggets.
I was trying to make
maybe a McDouble real quick.
I'm trying to make a big gangbang. You feel me?
Right. And y'all busting at the McDonald's though? Come on, bro.
My dude can't even get an apple pie.
Can't even get apple pie.
Can't get an apple pie.
And they're like $2 for $1 now.
It's ignorance.
Yeah,
$2 for $1.
That being said, though, low key, we know how Kodak is though. With you in that spot,
Yeah.
you just gotta just move.
Yeah, you gotta move slow. Ain't no telling what that
We
was.
seen that story so many times, man. Growing up with with rappers and certain celebrities that want to be just around a certain environment and don't really care for real. Just gotta be mindful, man. Because Kodak raw. I love Kodak music.
Yeah, Kodak.
You know what I'm saying? He reminds me of young Wayne for real. A lot of his music for real. He can really be moving stuff out here. He's got
especially having lately, he been floating.
Yeah, that boy been flow. He stayed flow. Even in jail, he still been dropping music albums.
Yeah, so shout out to Kodak Black, man. Stay cool, man.
Speaking
Glad
of Kodak,
you're cool.
Yeah, anybody heard that new song he dropped?
Yeah, what's it called again?
Hey,
Easter in Miami.
Easter Miami. It's some fire, bro.
That's some waves, bro.
It's some fire.
That's some
definitely some fire for sure.
Boy, that boy was floating on that mud. That's a summer song for sure.
Oh yeah, it's going sunroof open, all that.
Right, sunroof
this
open,
though.
top down, doze off if you can.
Right, those all those gotta come on.
Definitely vibe out to that new Kodak Black, man. Easter in Miami, if you haven't. There's definitely some waves
that's
on
all
there,
a
man.
banger.
Shout out to Kodak, man, for real, man. Stay cool, man. What else is going on, man? A lot of movies, like we talked about this a little bit, that Congress, Godzilla, everybody had time to watch it now. What do y'all think about that movie?
Mecha Godzilla won even though he lost.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert.
Ain't no spoiler. You had plenty of time. I done seen it twice by now. If you ain't watched it now, that's your fault.
Low key.
It's your fault.
Low key.
For real.
Your fault.
It's your fault, bro. It's your
Low-key.
fault. You should have been watching. You should have asked somebody for their account profile or something.
Use somebody 5 sticks, something.
Something.
Come on, man.
Come on.
Hey. But let me ask y'all, why was Mechagodzilla doing Godzilla like that, bro?
Bruh.
Man, he felt away. He like, I'm the real Godzilla. That's what he's trying to say. I'm the real Godzilla.
You remember what he did to him?
Yeah, 'cause remember that was the head of one of the dudes he killed.
Yeah, King Ghidorah.
Yeah, King Ghidorah. Yeah.
He was mad. He was mad. You see
and
how he was dragging them.
Bruh, they was fighting like they was in the street.
He
Like,
said,
bro,
man,
that shit
me
was
back to
crazy.
life move. Ain't nobody
No,
telling me.
I need this. I need all
called
this
him
work.
over there
all
twice.
that
He
dog
called him.
facts. Pull up.
I ain't even fully built yet. Pull up.
Twice.
Please pull up.
He made him fight with Kong before he got there.
No, for real.
Oh, all right. So look, who y'all think between King Kong and Godzilla?
Oh man.
So if you ask me personally, bro, I'm gonna
okay.
be honest with you, man. Listen, so I'm picking Kong off the strength of this.
Okay.
You looking at me what?
No, I agree. Go ahead. No, go
All
ahead.
right, so
I'm gonna go into what you
picking
was. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Off this, man. Listen, now Godzilla, right? All right. So like the first one, all right. Look, Kong definitely got him on the first one. If you want to argue the second one, they got with Godzilla and whatnot. When we looked at him down, like, all right, bitch, I see you. What's up?
Yeah.
You want to give Godzilla that one? That's cool. But you're not about to sit up here and tell me that Kong did not just outfight Godzilla majority of the time. He outfought him. He was dogging this man. If you was watching them fight for real, that man was dogging him.
Hey,
So I agree.
He was.
I agree. He was dogging
One of
him.
the
That
punches.
first round, though, Godzilla won simply because
Yeah, Godzilla.
they was in the water.
Whatever.
So you can't even, honestly, for me, I don't
Kong
even count
escaped.
that.
That's why I gave him that dub.
Right.
He
He
escaped.
did escape. He did
That's why I
escape.
gave
That's
him
true.
that dub,
That's
though.
very true.
Because he was in his element, Godzilla,
That's
right?
very true.
With the help
And he
of
ain't win
humans.
that.
Yeah, and on top of that, he was trying to make sure the
I'ma
humans
put it
stayed
like
alive.
this.
For real.
I'm gonna say it like this: King Kong, if not for the help of humans, would have died 3 times in that movie.
Yep.
3. One in the water.
No,
One when
facts.
they went back to Skull Island and the old dude wrapped him up, and the
Yeah.
third time when Godzilla nearly killed him and they had to resuscitate.
Yeah, he had to start his heart over
Yeah,
again.
'cause
Godzilla was giving it to
stomped him
him.
out.
That time Godzilla was giving it to him.
Hey, 'cause he
though,
was
like-
hot. Like, come on, man.
Yo, all right,
he's
so
like-
I put it like this, man. Yo, Kong Rocky, all right, and Godzilla was Apollo Creed. Apollo Creed was a better overall fighter, but he ain't had Kong heart though.
Yeah, no,
Kong
Kong
that
had more heart though.
He ain't had.
Kong had
Creed
more
didn't
heart.
have Rocky heart though.
That's
No.
true,
So
though.
I'm
But
saying,
like,
Kong had that heart.
I mean,
but like,
that will
Damn, if you
over.
just whoop my ass to get away like
but
that.
my
goddamn.
thing is, we ain't gonna act like, yeah, Kong put his work in. We know that. But come on, who did the most actual damage?
God, he dislocated that man's shoulder.
He broke ribs.
Hey.
He was about to
Matter of
die.
fact, he shot a hole through his house. He like, oh, you at the crib?
Yeah,
He like, what the fuck, boy?
What up?
Who shooting through my ceiling?
What the fuck, boy? Am I gonna beat your ass?
Nah, I
That
would
man
say
had
that
to-
was some real like you owe me $5 type.
Hey,
of
that shit
action.
crazy.
For
No.
real,
This
like,
nigga-
that was some real back and forth type shit.
No, for real, you doing me fine.
All the way down to the damn
Get more
core.
money.
Bruh, but we ain't gonna skip the fact that, you know what I'm saying, that Mecha Godzilla was warming both of them. Like, Godzilla,
Both they ass.
Godzilla looked at Kong for help. He was like,
Shit.
like, no.
This nigga something else.
moving
Hold on.
ass,
Thanos,
bruh.
but 50 feet taller.
No,
That's
for
how he
real,
was
like,
doing them.
he
He was doing them
all
how
of them.
Thanos did Hulk in the first scene.
Yeah.
That's how he did them.
Hey, no,
Just like that.
Just like
Just
that.
like
No,
that.
I got
like
one better.
Just
When
like
it was
that.
just Mecha Godzilla and Godzilla. He did him like Broly did Frieza.
Oh my god, bro.
Stop it.
That was an ass whooping for the world, bro. For real, like.
That is true. I'm looking up. They resuscitate Kong. You see in the background.
hey, that boy getting worked on.
Godzilla was getting worked out, bro.
Hey, they ain't shit for that.
He was giving shit for that nigga.
They ain't shit for that. Hey, we gonna have clean corner like he hurt. We gonna get Godzilla getting his ass whooped in the back.
He had this nigga Godzilla by the head, just
dragging that nigga all over the city.
eat all these buildings.
Well, look, y'all. So if you haven't seen that new Kong Godzilla, definitely watch it. It's some
Please watch it.
Please watch it.
We probably spoiled a lot for you,
Wait,
but
it's cool.
look, it's cool. You gonna still watch it.
Y'all us, man. Y'all grew up on Godzilla and King Kong. Y'all should know what they about. So just watch the movie. If you like smoke, you like fighting, you like big monsters and all that, watch it, man. It's dope. HBO Max, whatever you can find it on, watch it, man. What's another dope show? John, talk about your stream over the weekend, man. How'd that go with Invincible?
Stream.
Yeah.
It was cool. The only downside was everybody had to have like Amazon Prime to watch it.
Wow.
I thought everybody could watch it.
Man.
But they couldn't.
That was
So everybody
trash.
had to have separate accounts.
Yeah, like when you try to join in, they made you sign in like Prime Video, and I was like,
Ah.
I kind of killed the purpose.
That's
That's
corny.
That's
That is a
corny.
fact.
But you know they gotta get they gotta get their little bread.
But tell us though, like, what'd you think about the?
What you think of the first
episodes?
episodes?
The first few episodes was fire. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm definitely got to watch more because I want to know why Pops beat up the whole
Spoiler
The
alert.
whole squad.
Man, he whooped on him.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's a
he
whole
whooped him. He
episode
killed him.
now.
No, hey, at this point, that's a whole episode. It's all over YouTube. Hey, the way he did them,
Man,
Stop
bruh.
it. Stop it.
First of all, when they cut the music,
You knew it was real when they cut the music.
and all you heard was smoke, smoke, smoke,
Bruh,
smoke, smoke, smoke.
everybody was
Blood
losing their
everywhere,
heads, bruh. It was ridiculous. Like,
It's crazy.
what they
so
do?
much violence in one scene.
It was the
man.
thug
Man.
nigga said, "Damn, I wonder what he did to make that nigga so mad."
It's 7 in the morning.
You try
7 in
you
the
try to kill
morning.
my wife?
That was crazy.
Man, this
I'm
man.
man.
I love Omni-Man, man. Like, I will say this, though. Like, if you wanted to rip off Justice League, they did a great job doing it.
Bruh, he the evil Superman, bruh. I'm convinced.
Stop
He's,
it,
man.
he's the evil Superman.
If he was Superman, I'd like him.
Bruh,
If he was Superman, I'd like him.
I'm telling you.
Straight up,
The
though.
son gonna be like Superman for real.
Yeah.
No,
the
he
son
is.
gonna
I
be
like
Superman.
Invincible, man. He raw, though, he young, obviously. When y'all get caught up to this newest episode, though, you're going to see what I'm talking about, though. Like, in Omni-Man, his father was trying to game him a little bit on
Low-key.
being a hero low-key on certain stuff you shouldn't do as a hero, but... Yo, listen, watch Invincible. It's on Amazon Prime. If you have it,
Invincible
check it out. It's a
crazy.
great show.
it.
If you like superheroes,
Watch it.
if you like an underdog story, a real story, it's a great show to watch. Definitely check it out, Invincible,
Definitely.
man. Man, listen, I know y'all some Atlanta fans. They started finally in production for that third season.
Bruh.
I can't wait.
Dang, like 10 years later. Paper boy.
Straight like that, huh? Straight like that, huh? Yeah, right.
So give us the
You know what I'm
inside
saying?
scoop
It's
of
cool.
everything.
We've been shooting. You feel me?
Y'all
hate
ain't know.
y'all
Hold
so
on, wait.
much.
Y'all ain't know, man. If y'all
I
watch
hate y'all.
ATL and y'all know who Paper Boy
I
is,
hate y'all.
we personally friends with him. You feel me?
I hate y'all.
juice.
So much. So much. I don't even look like dude.
Man, stop it. Yes, you do.
that nigga
Yes, you do.
Bruh, I don't even look like
Yes.
dude. I'm
Yes,
not
you
like
do.
dude.
I'm trying
You
to
see, you watch all
You had nothing
Godzilla.
cap like
Nigga, you was in that bitch. Like,
Oh yeah, and he ain't Kong and Godzilla. Y'all ain't seen that. Malcolm is personally in the movie.
He be getting that money. He was in that. He was in a new joke movie that
he
came
was.
out last year, bro.
and you got a Marvel movie coming out.
Yeah, you in the Eternals, bro.
Look at
Man,
that.
straight to the
I'm
bed.
just eating, bruh. Look, y'all just not benefiting off it. You feel me?
But no, I'm really
Y'all ain't seeing the bread.
I'm really excited, man, because like
Yeah.
every single one of those actors, the main characters, they're all doing so great now.
Yeah, they are.
They're doing
No,
so
for
great
real.
now. They're all coming up, all doing great
Getting
things,
that
so
bread.
successful in their careers now. So I'm really happy for the third season to start working on that now, honestly, because I
12
love
years.
all those actors on there. Lakeith Stanfield, if you haven't seen Judas and Black Messiah, definitely watch that because he definitely killed it on that.
No, for sure. You definitely
Great
did.
movie, you know. Shout out to
ain't watched
Lakeith.
it.
Shout out to the whole cast, man, because they're really dope. Childish Gambino
Zazie.
is like this is our huh?
Is it Zazie?
Zazie, my
Hey.
heart, man.
No,
Zazie,
yeah.
I love her.
It's some great actors on there.
Yo,
for sure.
Childish Gambino, Donald Glover, man, he is like, I feel like he's like Jamie Foxx 2.0 because he does so much different
He is
stuff.
funny.
Hey,
as
that's a
fuck.
great comparison.
Straight
for
up,
real.
though, like,
that is a great
deeper
comparison.
That is-
Good
I'm
observation.
telling you, like he just does so much crazy. He's a chameleon. He can just blend into whatever audience.
Literally.
They
for
doing
real.
the recording on what was that, the Wu-Tang Clans?
Yeah, they also caught Wu-Tang to start a season 2 production and shooting for that.
Man, I
Y'all
can't wait
watch
for that.
Wu-Tang, right? Wu-Tang show. I'm a Wu-Tang. Listen, y'all know I'm a Wu-Tang
I love
head,
the story, man.
I'm a Wu-Tang head, man. If y'all even listen to the music, that story itself is crazy.
Can I ask you? Because I know y'all two seen it. Do they touch base on when they was like coming to Ohio and shit?
I think they will. Well, in the because like remember in the first season, y'all helped in the first season. Mom moved to Ohio with her dude.
Okay.
So they go at the end of the season. They go Bobby and D and the sister. They go back to Ohio after they shot dude. So they go back. So in this second season, I know they're going into the recording of 36 Chambers. In the beginning of RZA, when that happened, he was in Ohio for a period of like his life and whatnot with his mom. It wasn't too far from us. So they're gonna go into that part of the beginning of the story, and then I'm just excited, man, because like Wu-Tang, man, there's so many of them, and like. They got layers, man. It's layers. They got so many different.
Man, that show's so crazy.
It's so dope. The story is so real, so vivid. Like
it is, bro.
And I like how like each one of them living members has a say in the show. That's what makes it so dope. Dave East kills it. Each all of them kills it, bro.
But he kills it as Method Man.
He kills it as Method Man. And what I like about it is he's not Method Man. You can still see Dave East, but he's doing his thing, killing it though. Like he fits it. Like Ashton Sanders. Shout out to Ashton Sanders playing the RZA. You look nothing like that, man.
No,
but you do a great job playing. You do a great job playing RZA, bro. Bobby Bones do a great job playing Bobby, man. I love that whole cast. My favorite character though is the dude. I forget his name, but the dude that plays Old Dirty Bastard. He's my favorite one though. He looks like him. He sounds like him. I forget his character. He makes music actually too.
He sounds like he got cereal in his mouth.
Yeah, man. He's my favorite character because when he looks like him the most out of all the characters, and he do a good job. He does a great job playing ODB, and he just captures it perfectly. You know. So, but nah, man, I'm excited, man. There's a lot of these shows that like I'm glad they're putting more, black, cinematography, black stories like on TV, on movies now, like stories that like, that we came up with and stuff that we grew up on that like are very vivid and real and like stuff that like I feel like the world should see. And I'm glad Wu-Tang and RZA and all of them are finally putting out their story in a cool way.
Exactly.
I like it, man. So I'm very excited, man. So shout out to the Wu-Tang, shout out to RZA, man. Shout out to what they got going on, man.
Speaking on growing up, did anybody seen the Space Jam trailer?
Man, boy, let me tell you.
I'm so hyped. Let's go.
Did you see the comments?
Let's go.
Man, people mad though.
What they mad for?
People mad at them comments though. I don't know why, but that trailer was fire. What you think of it?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. As soon as he went through the little thing and he turned into a cartoon, I lost it. I was like,
bro, for real.
And then when they switch to animation, they do the little CGI.
Bro, the transfer.
Man, that shit was hard. I was like, ooh.
I want to see what they're gonna do with these cameos.
Man,
for real,
cameos gonna be raw.
These cameos about to be crazy. Mm-hmm. And I think if they set it up the way I think it's gonna be like they're gonna have a bunch of people that's like Warner Brothers on. Trying out to be on his squad. I think that's how that's gonna work.
I love how they put like all the different like new shows and like all of that.
Bro, you like
everything. I love that. That was dope.
Bro, they had the Monster Hunter World Monsters in there.
Yes, bro.
And Game of Thrones.
They had a Game of Thrones reference. If you caught that, they caught Game of Thrones reference on there.
Pennywise was in the background.
Pennywise was
in the background. I saw that.
King Kong had a little cameo in there.
Braun moving numbers, bro. Shout out to LeBron James, man. Another icon out here.
Did y'all hear Travis Scott's voice on that song?
Oh, I ain't even pay attention.
I didn't catch that.
I didn't pay attention.
I didn't pay attention. I was
Nah.
trying to peep the soundtrack while it was playing. It sounded like he was on. It sounded like he was on that song.
He might be. It
sounded like some Travis Scott shit.
Man,
I'm pretty sure he's gonna be on there.
Just on the petty side of things,
Probably gonna get a Drake feature
I
on
wish
there.
they'd have had Shannon Sharp like play like the Bill Murray role.
Yo, dude,
That'd have been hard.
I would have lost it.
That would have been dope.
Go James.
I need that. Hey man, don't be surprised if that man got a cameo. Shout out to Shannon Sharp.
Uncle Sharp.
He's a real one, bro. He was a fan favorite over here. I promise you, bro. I love you, Shannon Sharp.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's that'll be crazy. Go James with the go head on it.
Don't let them release jerseys.
Man, you see the jerseys they put out?
Hey, I'm bombing.
The long sleeve ones?
What?
Toon Squad. They got long sleeve Toon Squad joints out.
I need jersey.
I missed the Monster jersey.
I just showed Josh them last night.
I need
them boys is fire.
The real jerseys.
Hold up. It's on. I saw it on Uninterrupted, their page on IG. Them things is fire. They're already out now. You can order them.
Oh, they
now.
gone. They gone.
Oh yeah, they're not. They're definitely not there.
They're gone.
They're gone.
Them bitches was going to find
For sure.
Yeah, man.
You had to be there. Like,
Oh no, they don't.
Probably had to have a bite to get one of those.
No, them is fire.
Somebody tell you about them, I had to be.
Oh, it's a wrap. They gone.
They like that.
It's a wrap. They gone.
That's fire.
They gone.
On the fashion side.
On the fashion side, they
They
gone.
hard,
packing the mail is
They hard. But hey, man, shout out to LeBron
Right.
James, Ohio's own, our own, man, the icon, man. You're doing some real powerful stuff, man. I'm happy. I'm excited for this.
man.
I really do feel like you want to move numbers with this, man.
Bring it back with a cult classic.
Yeah, I'm all for it, man. So shout out to LeBron, man. Kels, and you mentioned, you talked about that, the rebooting Transformers, huh?
Oh,
Yeah, man.
I
Rebooting
forgot about that.
Transformers, man. And it ain't gonna have nothing to do with the old movies.
No?
Oh, I can't wait.
So I'm hoping they gonna take a little darker route, man. Get rid of this.
They ain't gonna bring back LaBouffe.
They ain't bring back LaBouffe.
Ain't no more LaBouffe, man. He got in too much trouble, man.
That is true.
No more
Yeah,
LaBouffe.
What y'all think? What y'all think they
Everybody
gonna do
going
with
back
this
on.
one, like on the CGI side? How y'all think this gonna look?
it's better.
They gonna have to step it up. They
No,
gonna have
I
to
know.
step it up.
Because like, even if you use like Godzilla versus King Kong as a benchmark, like those two aren't real, but they look real.
They look
Yeah,
real.
no, they look super real.
I
They
swear,
definitely
bro.
look super real.
The way they
I
was
can't-
fighting was real too.
I kind of wish they wasn't moving so slow, but you know, it is. It is what it is. Yeah.
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 This ain't anime. They ain't about to be moving that.
Yeah, no, that's for real. They're not about to be moving that fast.
They can't be moving.
Man,
Swoop, swoop.
I guess you're right.
Oh,
You're right.
wow, wow.
But I'm wondering who's leading though. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I want to know who's leading in that.
Oh, no, it ain't no cast for it yet.
Oh,
It's
no.
a production. Right now.
okay, okay.
Okay.
They got
Yeah,
the script and all that.
They got the
I'm
script
wondering
on.
who's gonna be the lead on that.
I
That's
want
gonna
to
be
know
nice.
if they gonna still stick with Bumblebee or they.
Oh yeah,
gonna,
no, because it's gonna be the OG cast.
Okay.
You can't do Transformers without Optimus Prime,
Yeah.
Bumblebee,
Yeah,
etc.
yeah,
Like it's just
Right.
Optimus Prime, that was a staple.
Man,
As far as like action stuff as a kid, man, that was a staple. Y'all was up on Beast Wars as a kid.
I was about
Oh,
to say,
yeah,
why
Beast
they
Wars.
don't pop off with the Beast War?
I'm wishing they would do that. As
It
the
was
movie goes, bro, that
it
would
was
be dope. You
Like
could do
Beast
that.
Wars was like a satellite of Transformers for real. So they do Beast Wars. Beast Wars is up to the people who do Transformers to do
To
it.
let it go. Yeah. Copyright.
Because that was, it wasn't like theirs. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
obviously
Right,
the
yeah.
ape was Optimus Prime, obviously.
Yeah, the ape was. Hey, he was
Cheetar,
raw
if
though.
y'all-
You're right.
He was the
Yeah.
raw. Cheetar, that was Bumblebee.
When I
that
was
was
a
definitely
kid,
Bumblebee.
when I was a kid, I had them.
Hey, Beastars was watching it though. Like, I ain't
Beast
gonna
Wars
lie.
was raw. I had all of them. I had all of them.
I'm not gonna lie.
Decepticons and Autobots, bro.
I was a
all
big
of them.
Street Sharks.
Oh,
I know.
Street Sharks.
No,
was
I
nice.
had Street Shark
Yeah, I had the
toys.
toys. I had all
Yes,
of them.
I had
Yeah.
the toys.
I'm mad
Indeed.
at that, man. I'm mad at that, man.
Indeed. I want to see what they're gonna do with this Thundercats movie.
That Thundercats, they got that popping too. Yeah, that's gonna be hard too. I think that's gonna be a good one too.
Yeah, I was
a Thundercats kid for sure growing up.
It's a
So.
production attached to a lab.
I watched that newer show they put out
movie.
too. That newer show they did too is pretty dope too, actually. What
Yeah,
they
I'm about
did.
to,
That
Y'all
new
see
show they had.
do some research on that.
Suicide
Yes, sir.
Squad.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
excited.
trailer, yeah, the new
I'm
one.
excited.
What you think about that?
I'm excited.
Kind of excited.
Yeah, I am too.
Very excited.
They got my man Idris Elba in there, so like I'm very hyped. He's my
But why
favorite
they get
actors.
rid of Will Smith though?
I don't know why.
I'm mad at
He ain't
that.
He ain't trying to be a
Honestly,
part of
Will
that. Ain't
Smith-
enough money for him. Probably ain't enough
The
money for
first
him.
one didn't do as good.
Yeah.
It's Will
It did.
Smith.
It's true. It did. That's
They
fact.
probably
fact.
paid Will Smith more money than what that movie made.
Yeah.
Look out for that. Look out for that too, though, man. That Suicide Squad, man. But
I thought it wasn't half bad though.
yeah, we'll definitely have to talk about that more when it comes out because I was definitely I was disappointed in the first one, so hopefully the second one's a little better. But a lot of new exciting stuff coming out, man. So look out for all those things coming out, man. But yeah, what's y'all plans for this weekend, man? What's going on with y'all?
This weekend for me, probably just to catch up on work for real.
Yeah.
No, a lot of that, man. We got a lot of
man.
things to do.
Okay,
Shirts to
I'm
press
going
out.
Yeah.
Don't forget to order y'all shirts.
Yeah, order y'all
Plans for the
shirts,
new
man.
joints.
Go on Etsy, go on the page ARTC, man. Check out the new joints for sure, man.
All the links.
I'm gonna be
man.
streaming this weekend. Sauce Man Slaughter on Twitch TV.
Yeah.
Back at it once
Yeah.
again.
More.
Always.
I'm on my best man duties. You know what I'm saying? I've been on my best man these past couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard about my batch party I got from my brother Wayne.
Right.
Shout out to my brother Wayne, man. You know what I'm saying? You
Shout out
getting
to
married
Wayne.
soon, bro. You out here. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
You no longer out here.
Big leaps.
You locked
No longer
up.
out
Big
here.
leaps.
Locked up. Like
Big grown man
but,
shit.
Yeah, but no, I'm you know what I'm saying? I'm on my best man duties. I'm gonna be out of town, you know what I'm saying, next weekend for his bachelor party. Setting up a lot of stuff for that. So trying to prepare for all that now. But Yeah, man. A lot of exciting. I know a lot of us are busy doing, a lot of fun stuff, exciting stuff. So
right.
Hopefully everyone has a safe weekend, blessed weekend, and that's it. For this episode. Stay tuned for the next episode next week. You can like and subscribe us down below on the link. It's ARTC, man. Shout out. I'm D. Rue. I'm D. Rue. This is ARTC, man. Peace and love, y'all.
And we out here.
Peace.